Bless some message. You got heavy. Just out here in H-Town, man. It's cold. It ain't Chi-Town cold. Like I always got to say, it ain't Midwest cold, but you know what I'm saying? There's people outside just suffering. Standing on one of the mediums, corners trying to get change. They're trying to get somewhere warm and always send a hand and kind heart out to them and the animals on the streets, man. Just came on real quick, just talking about being a vegan. I was hurt from a horrific car accident, and different doctors and practitioners kept pretty much not whispering, but stating in the paperwork, thinking I just looking for drugs and pain pills. Man, I went through something that they can't even understand. The grace of God saved me. And my will to not crash into the front of two families allowed God to see that I care, because I said they don't deserve anything. If anybody die in this car accident, and I was by myself, but they had, some people say I had the opportunity, I could have slammed into the two cars in front of me. I chose not to. I chose to walk with faith when I didn't know I had that kind of faith, and look at me. So on February 24th, God allowed me, that'd be 12 years of vegan. In less than a year, I was a vegetarian. What God did was, through me seeing a flyer that showed how many animals are being tortured because of mass consumption, and the government trying to control the farms and putting all these steroid feeds, and I speak about how a lot of the young sisters are thicker than their moms until, like I said, you in a car, walk past me, you realize it's a child. They're doing too much on these farms and pressing the farmers to do what they don't want to do. I call it you prostituting the animal out to the point they can't relate to the babies that I had and all that. I'm connected on that kind of level, man. Whoever like it. Love it, I love it. Whoever don't, hey, man, keep shoving it down your throat. Well, God, man, he put animals here for us to eat. I never said he didn't. I just said I'm grateful that I'm 12 years a vegan. Never tried meat ever again. I'm grateful that, I don't do no dairy, no sweets. I've dabbled here and there. Just had some chips the other day, and I got a little bag. And other than that, man, it's a discipline, man, not to drink beer, no liquor. I always put the herb in the air, and I'm just grateful for God, man. Like I said, once I battled out of the fear, the matrix, turned that television programming off, trying to program me with all the torture, but they talking more about all the good that people do in the world. I realized the matrix is nothing but a big old lie, man. It's a mask. It's a global covering. But the light walkers are taking over. We're here, man, and like I said, I don't walk in fear. I don't fear no man. I don't point fingers at people. I throw the boomerang out. I've held on to all kind of negativity so many 30, so 40 plus years. I don't walk it no more, because I know God wouldn't have kept what he instilled in me before my mom if he thought I was going to veer off and go left. They said, man, how do people get so much money and don't want to bless people? Sometimes a lot of those people are controlled by the entities that give them the money. But the blessings abundant, what God would do in my life, it ain't coming from no man. No man can control it. No fear can control me. I don't need no security. This walk is real. He's bringing about a dream team that allows me to impact humanity with God at the head. This thing is real, man. This walk is real. That's why I say, for me not to do social media, and then I'm 6 years in on YouTube and with all the other platforms, I have to keep impacting. I know what God's will is for me. I don't put no title or no apostle. I don't have to have nobody put no label on me that I'm a pastor, I'm a reverend. I'm just a person, man, that sees what God instills in me. So if you say it's a prophet, it is what it is. A seer, it is what it is. Someone that can see beyond realms, true. Someone that has high intuition, true. Someone who's put other people's feelings in front of mine, because I don't want to hurt that. You ain't hurting their feelings being truthful. How you hurting somebody's feelings if you walk in the room and they get beside they self? You think it's something you wearing? Is it anything I did? You never spoke to nobody yet. That's them and their feelings. So God has allowed me to know I'm the truth. He chose me. I can't answer why he chose me, but I can tell you through this battle, like I said, if God allowed me to see the February 24th, I'll be 55. Like I said, that Bernard King, that Michael Jordan in the garden, that double nickel. I'm grateful on another level. I'm ecstatic about it, because I got to walk in my light. I got to walk with that truth serum. This thing is so real, man. God bless, like I say, Aramis Asgadon. Y'all know, everybody know him as Nipsey Hussle. The emotions you go through to reach your greatness, you just don't give up. Because it's too far to look back. You can't go back. I'm so close to the blessings, I can't go back. God alleviates those energies or spirits or people that he know not the truth in your life. You'll fight, you'll cry, you'll scream, you'll want to call on the phone, they won't answer, they won't call you, you'll leave message. It's God, man. It's God. And you have to be grateful for it. Because God hears and knows all. He's created everything. So you think if he said, okay, I know John Haynes, my name is John Lewis Haynes, everybody want to know. I know John Lewis Haynes going to sin, he going to fornicate, he going to womanize, he going to do this, he going to wind up getting on drugs, he going to be 30 years clean. Every September 11, my youngest daughter Christina's birthday, she wasn't born, that's another year. That's 30 years right now, clean of cocaine. It's such a blessing. Like I said, how did addiction happen? That's another conversation. Why did it happen? To see the discipline, to see what God, you know, what I challenge myself, what I come to God. Man, that walk is lonely. But you always felt alone even when you were in a group of my buddies, when you were with your families, even at school. You married twice. You feel alone. I'm in the room having conversations and not knowing who's conversating with me. And while I'm still saying I don't believe in Jesus Christ. While I'm up here saying I don't think there's a God, because look at all this pain and suffering. Why God can't change these people? But I didn't realize as a child, it was a part of the human journey. It was a part of the human journey. God got me looking like I'm not even in my 50s. Why would that happen? I'm understanding so many Bible verses, psalms, and chapters and quotes. God preserves you. Because that's a conversation piece. How do you look like that? And your story you've been telling me, and I can sit down and tell you probably a quarter of my life, and you'll be like, how did you survive being roofied? I'm driving out of the state of California against my will, roofied by someone I never met. I met one time. It's the will of God to keep calling my spirit to say, wake up. It's nothing but the will of God. So you have to walk in your light. That's why I said, from not want to do social media to the whispers of don't do FaceTime. It's going to creep you out. To my first poem on YouTube, it popped up on my page. It was me with 2 different tablets of my poetry covering so you couldn't peek into my written work till I upload it. Me just speaking. Afraid of the camera being on me. Who's watching? Is the government watching? Who's watching me? Bro, they've been watching you before you even, when they looked inside the ultrasound, homie. That's how deep it rolls with me. So I walk in my light, fearing no one, blessing all those I can, praying for those I can't touch, knowing God is the truth serum, man. This shit got heavy, saying, man, if I can touch one and become a domino effect, then God know I'm doing his will. Hey, man, brothers and sisters, and I always love to say this because this is God's will and I was raised this way. I, John Lewis Haynes, or Heavy J, however you want to look at it, don't care about what shell you're walking in, what nationality you put over your head or you mark on some application. You can always rely on my real spit. I love humans, humanity, those spirits that are real. Even if you got something to get, I don't hate you. I can serve you up love from a long distance, baby. So you can never rewind and say, I say anything against anybody that want to sleep with a woman and a woman or a man and a man. I say, man, just love and find somebody that'll love you right, baby. So before somebody try to have me in the interview saying, well, what did you say about people that are, man, I said, love who you love and just be faithful. And I stand by it. And you can't quote me on it because we can go back into my literature. I just care, man. It's the will of God. It's the will of Allah. Like I said, peace be to Prophet Muhammad and all the apostles, all the prophets, man. I stroll with my Savior, man. I believe it. How can you scream and say that you don't believe there's a Savior and he's still walking with you and blessing you? Come on now. I already know I'm going through the emotions of wanting to give up. I already know it. I already knew through the suicide attempt. No, my child. It's that woman you laying next to. Your daughter's is in the same town, 20-something minute drive. Your mama's about an hour some change away. You with this woman 3 years and she ain't talking about your family and asking you about your babies, but you around her whole and family? Ain't no name needed, because if I give her a name, then I'm in my emotional state. It was a blessing. That was growth for me. I still send out love to her and her family. But what it allowed me to know is you could be laying next to somebody that know your greatness, but don't want you to know your greatness. That's a message, baby. So this got heavy, man. So the platform is here, man. We doing this thing, man. Just a global thing, baby. Connect what you got, man. Connect what you got, man. SoundCloud, Heavy J, Rap Fame, at John Haynes. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, JLH24197. If you see me on YouTube, Facebook, John Haynes, you can email me. Man, I'll sit down and talk real spit. My email is johnhaynes, JOHNHAYNES 959@gmail.com. Hey, man, I'm here, man. The platform is real. The music, the poetry, the all God, going global. 3 years on Rap Fame. Done hit so many countries. I had to look them up on Google. Hey, man, I ran from it. But God bless my brother Dick Gregory and his family. Them universal goggles can't come off. I can't give them to you, man. I tried to scrape them off. I tried to sleep away. Looked up the covers. JC was still waiting on me. Hey, man. God had to isolate you, man. And show you who was not there for you. But it's the will of Allah, man. My greatness is here, man. Like I said, nobody can tell me I'm speaking wrong because I'm speaking through the will of God. And that's real, man. And she got heavy saying, God bless everyone out here in H-Town, baby, because it ain't H-Town hot. Love.